Party people in the place to be. Live from 58 Dream Street with James and the Games. British, good evening. Glad to have you here. It's sort of technically the evening here. 5:20 p.m. where I am. Substantially later where you are. Encroaching upon being night, in fact, I would guess. Not guess. It is. How are you, my friend? Okay, so here we are. We are diving back in for more Chrono Cross. Yeah, that checks out. I think we can call that nighttime. Yeah, diving back into more Chrono Cross. Holmes! Good afternoon. Afternoons, evenings, nights. It's whatever time you could name, it's that time somewhere, as they say. That's not quite the saying, but you see what I'm getting at. How is everyone today? I hope you're well. Here we are, we're diving back into Chrono Cross, and if I recall correctly, and I do, I definitely do, I left off last time in a pretty strong position. We are closing in on the end game here. I am now, you see that the chapter title. Oh wow, competition. Well, very soon, at least in the near short term, you will have reduced options to dilemma between. Because once I finish Chrono Cross, I don't think I can do Wednesday evenings for the rest of this term. This term is getting pretty wild. And also I have a couple of special projects that have come onto my plate. One of which pays with real money, which is cool. And one of which is going to pay mostly with prestige and worthwhile opportunities to connect my students to worthwhile opportunities. Which is also good. So I think in the winter term, even though my winter terms are much busier than my fall terms, overall, I'll actually be able to do it because I looked at the schedules, and I think not only my course schedule, I'm only teaching 2 days a week, because for better and for worse, they took both of my courses and just mashed everything into 2 big 3-hour blocks. So only twice a week do I have to show up to teach. I won't be mad. Cuba! Yes, I will. Let me finish my personal thing, Cuba, and then let me say the more important thing to the audience about what's going on here. How are you, Cuba? So... what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, not only will I only have 2 teaching days, but I looked at the student schedules. No, don't apologize. Never apologize for saying something in the chat. If I had a stronger will, I could prevent myself from being interrupted by the chat messages that appear on the screen. Oh yeah, 2 teaching days, and also the student schedules look like I might be able to have an office day where I'm in my office, because engineering students, they have crazy schedules, and we have 8 different registration blocks that the students are spread across. So this term, in order to see all the students in at least 1 office hour, I have to do 3 separate office hours on 3 separate days. And this is all on a different campus from where the engineering school is. Because first years aren't we don't have enough room on our engineering campus for the first year program. So there's a lot of walking and also just a lot of duplicated effort just to see, but next term, yeah, should be better. But more importantly, how are things going in Chrono Cross? Over the past few streams, it all came together. I met all the dragons. I got stuck a couple times. First in Gaia's navel. Wasn't actually stuck so much as just I hadn't quite got there yet, because to wake the green dragon in Gaia's navel, you just need to fight a whole bunch of fights there. And I fought most of them, but I had a couple more to fight. So I ended thinking, I'm jammed here in the navel like some belly button lint. And then I went back and I was like, what's going on? And I went back and I rewatched my own video. I started to realize that I should have taken notes on this like I do with the older Western RPGs I've been playing. Because this is a JRPG that expects you to do a lot of the work to figure out how to make things happen. But I went back and I watched, and specifically Leah, who joined us in Gaia's Navel, she had said, the green dragon is sleeping, but I bet if you raise a ruckus, you can wake him. And the only way I can think of to raise a ruckus was to keep fighting. So when I came back, I fought more, got it done. Then I couldn't figure out the black dragon. But that was another case where when I was editing my own videos to gradually get them published, I realized that I was halfway through the quest, the side quest, not side quest, it's actually, I guess, necessary quest to revive Marbiel. The Marbiel that's all ghost-based in the Serge Did Not Drown timeline. And once I realized that I was in that quest, I was able to figure out what to do, once I remembered. Got that done. I completed the Dario subquest, so Serge is equipped with the Master Mune. Got Serge's body back, look at him. Those baby blues. Just longing, he's longing to lock those on to the baby blues of his counterpart kid. And hopefully that'll get to happen for him soon. And yeah. And now here we are. We're in the Sea of Eden. I believe, if I'm interpreting this correctly, I am in the future. Not the real future. The false future that has been prevented but is trying to reassert itself. I poked my head in here, so you'll notice, like, I didn't explore the corner down there, because I already got that treasure. I poked my head in here at the end of last time, and then realized it seems like a pretty long dungeon. But I did get that unlocked for myself. And now, I don't know. Like, I know I'm in the end game, but I don't think this is the final dungeon, because I have the dragon tears, but we still can't do anything with the dragon tears at the relevant shrine. So, weird. I had assumed the dragon tears were going to be connected to... I left the place to save last time. Could have just come in this room. I assumed that the dragon tears were related to getting Serge's body back. That seems to not be the case. Excuse me, Mr. Ghost? Perhaps what we are doing is wrong. If this experiment succeeds, we'll be able to control time. We'll have complete control over history and, in a sense, become like gods. If so, what meaning is there to the history of mankind? It's too late now. We can't afford to fail in this experiment. If for some reason anything goes wrong, the anti-annihilation energy will probably overwhelm us. That's the second reference one of these ghosts has made to the threat of anti-annihilation energy. Intuitively, I would expect annihilation energy to be more dangerous. But they're the experts. Who knows what the consequences may be? Yeah, you might... If you get too much anti-annihilation energy on you, maybe you could never be annihilated? I'm not sure that's a bad consequence. I mean, maybe in a like Tithanus-like sense, it could be. You get the eternal life without eternal youth curse going on. The woods decay and fall. I tap out on being able to recite Tithanus after the first 4 lines, but what a first 4 lines, what a stanza. The woods decay and fall. The vapors weep their burthen to the ground. Man comes and tills the field and lies beneath, and after many a summer dies the swan. It's by Alfred Lord Tennyson, and Tithonus is a mythological figure who was some nymph or whatever was in love with him, and maybe he was injured, or like a god was mad at him, as often happens in Greek mythology. For some reason, he was in danger. Oh, we can just go through that. Good. I'm glad I tested it by walking against it. What does this button do? Does it do anything? It doesn't look like it. We gotta find... This is a terrible security robot. What a bad job it just did. Yeah, so this nymph wishes for Tithonus to have eternal life to prevent his death, but forgets to say, and also eternal youth, and so, you know. It's the whole gimmick with wishes. If you don't word them carefully, they always turn out bad. Lovely poem. I'm a fan of Alfred Lord Tennyson. Though I'd be lying if I said I could even... Like, I barely even remember the charge of the Light Brigade. Mostly just Tithonus. Originally, El Nido was nothing but ocean. The El Nido archipelago is purely artificial, created by fate, which I assume is an acronym for this organization. Future Annihilators Time Experts? That's probably it. Future Annihilation Time Experts. We'll assume that until corrected. We're told otherwise. It was a remodeling plan that took place 10,000 years ago. A plan to include islands, blessed with nature, in the Sea of El Nido. The main island of El Nido, Earth Dragon Isle, Water Dragon Isle, Black Dragon Isle, the development of elements, using the energy of the natural world. I had a feeling this was coming, because one obvious schism in the cosmologies of Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross is that Chrono Trigger is not all based around elements. Well, I think the overworld is different from Chrono Trigger just on its own. We could attribute that just to... Chrono Trigger is actually a pretty geographically restricted game, so this could just be another part of the world. But certainly, why is the world based on elements? Why do they never talk about these dragon gods in Guardia? I think that makes a lot of sense, if it turns out that it's all made up. The distribution of memory terminal devices, called the Records of Fate, that can monitor and guide people's lives. The research center staff, who had their memories of the future erased, left the center and began a life outside amidst nature. This is how Fate's paradise came into existence. And for over 10,000 years, Fate has been watching over and guiding the descendants of the staff who left this research center. Everything was in perfect harmony. That is, until 14 years ago, when a boy came into contact with the flame on the night of the storm. I'm guessing that's our boy, Serge. Excuse me, sir. Where was the lock release for the elevator again? Oh, please, sound this out. My mind's been blanking out lately. Do you have a second dialogue, sir? By the way, I saw a boy and a flashy-looking chick touching that panel. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the assumption that it's the blinking button. Lock released. Cha-ching. Okay. From here, we go back. So we've opened up some doors. Or have we opened anything other than the elevator itself? Oh, good. It's open in a really ranging way. Let's check out the basement first. Please present the Central Lab Zone registration card. Well, I'm sorry. Okay. Do we need that card to go to the third floor? We don't. Hopefully someone on the third floor has not been responsible in keeping a close eye on their Central Lab registration card. Oh, whoops. I pressed the trigger, went into hyperspace mode. Okay, floating bisected brain, a floating non-bisected brain, floating tiny brain, a floating brain just jam full of syringes. Any comments on this strange shapes? Memory scanning and imprinting is not that difficult of a thing. As a matter of fact, it is possible to simulate the thoughts and feelings of each individual. These are all just electric signals that flow around the circuitry of the brain, after all. Well, sure, but does that make it simple? I don't know. The vessels of flesh can now be reproduced through cloning. And the soul stored within these fleshy vessels can be simulated as well. Thus, one could even go so far as to say that death itself no longer exists. However, this comes at the cost of the destruction of the individual, the loss of variation. In which case, Is there truly life where there is no death? A bold question. We control human emotions by using neurotransmitters. That means that by manipulating the nerve transmitters inside their brains, it's possible to control the feelings and even the personalities of humans. Fate uses the records of fate to connect directly to the brains of humans with whom they come into contact. Fate not only imprints what actions the humans should take into their brains, but also rewrites their personalities and feelings. Okay. Why? Why though? What do you gain by doing this? The life forms on this planet developed from single-celled microorganisms to protozoans, then from fish to amphibians, from reptiles to mammals, eventually to humans. Beginning with a cerebral neurocortex, neocortex, which only exists in higher mammals, the anthropod brain enlarged at an accelerating pace until it became the human brain we know. This stuff is really, it's interesting. I'm not sure. Could the reason for the abnormal development of the human brain be the biological contamination caused by Lavos? It then follows that humans are really a heterogeneous life form, or foreign matter as far as this planet is concerned. That's certainly how the dwarves seem to feel, and the demi-humans for that matter. Which is weird, because demi-humans are half human. Humans are a sudden mutation caused by the contact with Lavos, an alien life form that fell to this planet from space. But hold on. Hold on. I'm not saying I, as in Serge, has been there when Lavos arrived. Oh no, wait. I haven't played Chrono Trigger in too long. Does Lavos actually arrive during the 65, or has he arrived? Because if that's a scene in the game that Lavos is summoned, then obviously like Ayla and her tribe existed. That. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. So unless he caused this instantaneous mutation, like a bunch of monkeys just turned into humans, I'm not sure that these scientists quite have the past right. Maybe they're not. Perfect masters of time. That's why humans are, biologically speaking, unbalanced and incomplete. Internally inconsistent and disconnected, human existence is plagued by contradictions. I mean, what is a man? Nothing but a miserable little pile of secrets. Ha ha ha! An incomplete species, torn between love and hatred. Wait a minute. Let me push this up a little. Get a better eye line there. Bring the camera down. That's better. Oh yeah, I suppose there's no reason that Ayla and her tribe couldn't be like proto-humans, or even like Neanderthals, like a dead branch of evolution that became extinct at some point. An incomplete species. Oh yeah, read that one. Okay, jeez. So do these people come from the future after... Oops, excuse me, security... Extremely slow. Security bot, I'm not looking for a fight just yet. I have no hard feelings towards you. Have I gone in this room? No. Excuse me, sir. The DNA records are poems and music. Adenine and thymine. Guanine and cytosine. Rhythm and melody. Perhaps the DNA of the ones who make contact with the flame is recomposed by the sound they generate within? I wonder if life forms are just dreaming in an endless flow of music. Man, I don't know if science, this dude, would have been really right at home, like in the philosophy department. These are the big questions that science alone might not be equipping you to answer. But okay. Pardon me. Oh, hey, a button. Lavos. An extraterrestrial life form that is thought to have fallen from the heavens 65 million years ago. Okay, so these people are from the bad future. No, wait. 65 million BC. And Chrono lives in like 1000 AD? Maybe they're just rounding off. I guess, if you're rounding off to the nearest million, you've covered the entire scope of human history in there. And everything before it was 65 million years ago. On the timeline that existed before history was changed, Lavos was assumed to have slept deep below the planet's surface, sleeping and consuming the planet's energy up until the day of destruction known as the Apocalypse. There are those that believe that 12,000 years ago, the legendary ancient magical civilization known as Zeal came into contact with Lavos. That fateful encounter is said to have resulted in Zeal disappearing from the surface of the planet within the space of a single night. However, the very existence of the ancient civilization of Zeal has never been proven, so the theory cannot be confirmed to this day. I think so. Could somebody Google that for me? I was gonna Google it, but that's bad content. But it sounds right to me. I was pretty sure it's also BC. Well, geez. These people needed to edit time a little more to get an interview with Chrono and Co. They could get 12,000. Okay. Which, if you're rounding off to the nearest 10,000, like these guys are doing with the nearest million. On some timelines, Lavos appeared on the surface of the planet in the year 1999 and brought the world to ruin. In other timelines, Limp Bizkit did that. However, a group of young time travelers... Yeah, I'm having the same thing, Holmes, which seems silly, since I'm playing this one now. Did I get you with that Limp Bizkit one? However, a group of young time travelers saw where their planet's history was heading, and through their actions, rewrote time. Wait, hold on. I said those words without fully... Oh no, I can't press the button yet. Oh, here we go. Oh, never mind. Now I've interpreted it. Destruction, ruins, group of young time travelers. Yeah, just a reference to the heroes of time. Humans and reptites. 65 million years ago, the reptites who evolved from reptiles had developed their own unique civilization. This was long before the ancestors of humans, who evolved from primates, had developed their civilization. But again, there were definitely cavemen. Yeah, it has to be plural or it's a trademark violation. They're the heroes of time. Hello. Oh, I'm being said hello to. Danielle's gonna hang tight, gang. I'm gonna go say hello like a channel. Alright, back at her. Yeah. I mean, I guess technically, like, they had not developed a rich civilization. They weren't like Zeal. Ayla & Co. Excavations carried out on the central continent of Xenon have revealed that the Reptites already had advanced architectural skills in the prehistoric era. But Lavos' descent to the planet's surface, and the ice age this brought about, rang the death knell for the Reptites and their civilization. After that, the Reptites slowly disappeared from the stage of history. However, in the distant past, humans could have been defeated in the contest of evolution, and the Reptites could have continued to develop. It's not unthinkable that such a timeline could exist in another dimension. Everything is purely a problem of possibilities, and the world is only stabilized by the viewpoint of the one who observes it. We're in the Garden of Forking Paths. Everything happens across infinite universes. Rainbow shell. Awesome. But what I really need is not the rainbow shell itself, but a mighty special hammer. I feel like I'm not going to finish that side quest unless the answer falls into my lap. Yeah, I mean, it could be. I hope it's not literally Lavos, though. Or at least that he... No, actually, no. It would be too selfish of me to say. Or if it's Lavos, that he stays dormant until after I'm dead. So that I personally don't have to experience the apocalypse. Let's just say we hope it's not Lavos. Only personnel registered as Arbiter may enter. Oh yeah. The experiment will begin soon. Please withdraw to your designated positions. We will do the same in case of an emergency. Okay. Can I register as an arbiter if I go over here? Is this the registration room? I probably need to look more carefully in some of the places I've been. Blinking red lights. Everyone gather around. It's story time. Weird scientist blobs. Let's see. In the 11th century, a scientist by the name of Luca indicated the possibility of time travel through the use of a time egg, which utilizes miniature black holes. Whether this could actually be possible or not is still a subject of intense debate, and no conclusions have been made. Oh, right. There's no reason the Fate people need to be from the timeline we're in, because of the whole Sea of Eden time flux thing. They could be from a timeline where, for instance, Luca did not burn to death in an orphanage fire before she was able to formalize her scientific accomplishments. According to her theory, by rotating a single point of supergravity, space-time continua can be drawn in, thus making it possible to transform that singular point, which pulls in everything else, into a ring formation. Using this ring as a gate between dimensions, it should be possible to travel back and forth between various spacetimes. Time eggs may have already existed during the reign of the ancient dynasty we heard legends about. We shouldn't have to rely on theories from an ancient civilization that may not have even existed. We can do this ourselves. But the legends say they altered time using a time egg. That's just a legend. There isn't even any evidence to prove that this ancient dynasty ever existed. The experiment should be starting soon. After we discovered an unusual gravitational field in the barren Sea of El Nido, we built artificial islands and established Chronopolis. This was all done to facilitate our top-secret research. But now, our research is about to come to its end. Once the final adjustments are made, the experiment will commence. It's just a matter of time, so everyone should keep up their good work. The chief hasn't returned yet. He hasn't? Then we'll have to hold off till he gets back. Time is not absolute, but elastic. It is both relative and subjective. Individual differences emerge as time changes. Perhaps people, all life forms, exist in their own separate strands of time. Is time independent, marching to the beat of its own drum? Ridiculous. I don't think it's ridiculous, sir. The lost ancient magic civilization of Zeal. If it really did exist, someone may have even traveled through time to this period. Well, also, your records indicate that you know about... Oh my goodness! We're fading! Oh no, never mind. We're just underneath a projected grid map in the sky. We may appear to be a military research center, but the actual subject of our research is time itself. Who are you talking to, sir? This institution was established under the utmost secrecy by the central government. Which government is that, sir? You're leaving as many questions as you're answering. We're conducting a simulation of phase shifting. Oh yeah. If I understand what phase shifting is properly, I do it all the time, just with this amulet I have. Just have to go to the right beach. Okay, so... Well, here's a treasure. Is it a treasure with the special card in it? Nope. Magnify. Can imagine what that element does. The chief said he was going out for a walk. He's probably by the docks somewhere, gazing out to sea. Now that sounds like it might be a hint. Can we enter here? Does not look like it. Okay. Well, then the purpose here was to hear that thing about the chief. Perhaps the chief has the card. But I don't know. Was there a docks entry point out there? I don't know. I don't know. Fortunately, this place is fascinating. So I can live with some running around more, talking to folks. Wait, can you physically... yeah, okay. These fellows are corporeal enough. Man. It's amazing that the Fate research people built this Chronopolis. They achieved mastery of time itself. They apparently control the thoughts of all human beings. I'm just backtracking to see if I missed any blinking buttons. And yet, they can't code their security droids to approach intruders. Okay. Nothing much that I was missing there. I'd wager nothing much in here. Alright, this is how I even got into the second floor in the first place. Ah, I just never came in here. At all. That was an oversight. That we're now correcting. There's a mysterious being inside. We have to bring someone here who knows what this is. Huh. Well, next time I'm on the world map, is something gonna come out of one of these? Or is it a puzzle about which ones I have open and which ones I have closed? Enter lock release code. 04. It's a two. Your lock release is a 2-digit number? Okay, hold on a second. If I leave and come back, will those things reset? Yes. Okay. What could it mean? 3 of them are open. 3 of them are closed. 1 of them's open. 5th one's closed. How does that become a 2-digit number? Well, not the easy way, where it's a 3 and a 1. I don't know. Okay. Keep an eye out for any 2-digit numbers. Written down anywhere. So I came through there. go back down the stairs. I guess I could have just taken the elevator. Go back to the first floor. Maybe the chief knows the code. The chief could be the solution to any one of the mysteries here. Or possibly more than one. So we gotta... How do I go to docks? I don't know. The first sweet clue. Is there anywhere else I could go down here that I've missed? Is there a door up here? Just the context button tell me. No, it's just a weird lobby. Oh, fight. With our new state-of-the-art security system, intruders really only have a few hours to wander around learning all of our secrets from our ghost cells before they accidentally bump into our security droids and are forced to effortlessly destroy them. Don't worry though, they're equipped with automatic weapons capable of firing at sufficient force to cause minor abrasions if they strike a woman in the chest when she's wearing a dress, a sundress. I guess Fate put all their R&D into the more pressing matter of mastering all of time. In here, I think I did everything, but I might as well double check before we go back out into the flux of time here. Wait, the docks. Oh, is this the chief? What does it matter? The Time Research Lab, which served as the foundation of this research center, appeared out of nowhere in the year 2300 and was headed up by the scientific genius Balthazar. However, at the peak of his career, he simply vanished. We've continued his work and have come this far. Our work is almost complete. Well, it's about time I headed back. The experiment's about to begin. Well, I'm glad I didn't go to the world map looking for docks. We're so caught off guard. Serge, Riddell, and Leah just can't even bring themselves to move. Alright. Well, the experiment's about to begin. That's exciting. Let's, just in case the experiment ends all of time somehow, throw down a quick save. Back to the fourth floor. Okay, this is intriguing. I'm gonna need some time to fully process the implications of what all is being said here. But it's neat. You know, it's a game that I hope gets released in some form that I could play again because I haven't played it since it was new. And hey, wait a minute. Why do I keep finding places I haven't gone yet? Fate is a large-scale... Oh, because those dudes left. I didn't need the keycard check to get in. Fate is a large-scale prototype, completed in the year 2300. It integrated the old mother brain computer circuitry into a more powerful supercomputer. Okay, so this project was developed in the post-apocalypse of at least one timeline. Fate contains a massive amount of historical data, dating up to the year 2400. Also, they've just got a ton of save points. Ah. Well, obviously that treasure has something good in it. The main computer of Chronopolis is called Fate. Okay, it's not the organization, it's the computer. Fine. Well, I think I fought one of these already here. Hello, Astra. Goodbye, Astra. Ah. It is drawing close to supper time. I am talking. Well, hopefully I can beat this one too. I suppose if I can't, it's not the end of the world. Combat. Excellent, excellent work in the field of terrible puns. It's going ballistic. Keep it coming, silly puns. Very little damage there. I'm not impressed, dude. Well, I am very badly burned. I'm alive, just very badly burned. pumped. Yeah, when even Riddell's doing significant damage to you. You know that your creators were not pouring their efforts into developing good combat robot armor. Okay, that's more concerning. We do need to not die if we're gonna win the fight. So for chance, Leah can throw us a hand. Yeah, she's got to recover all. It's not gonna do much. In fact, what it will do is it'll put the white in the inner field so that it's there for Riddell to look at, even if. Yeah, okay. Serge, do some damage, and then... No, not Nimble +4. Flying Arrow. Let's do it. The ultimate Serge technique. With the Mastamune. Get the big... Oh, I get it. I get it. Before I was like, you got this big, blobby looking guy, but that is either Masa or Mune. It makes sense that they would appear. Okay, yeah. This was not a major challenge, so I'm probably not going to get some incredibly cool thing out of this treasure chest. But also, not a huge effort sink there to get it. Oh, yeah. It's actually plot necessary. Now we have the keycard. We can go to the basement. Oh, ointment for the burns. Hey, we're down to one unallocated tablet. That's okay. Tablets are not providing crucial healing at this stage in the game, but I had been trying to keep all my consumables at good levels. Well, let's see what happens in here. The experiment is underway. Access denied. Fine. We'll go dick around in the basement. Access granted. Very nice. This tea has remained surprisingly warm 45 minutes later. No complaints there. Not a lot of overwhelming concern that I'm feeling here. Oh, this fight. I feel like Dario / Masamune is probably one of the big tough late game fights. And I did beat that with a gimmick, but the fact that I beat it, I feel pretty good about my progress through the remaining fights you need to do. Boom! Oh, didn't quite get it. An extremely mild bazooka attack. Cool animations. But really not bringing the pain, as they say. Okay, and then let's summon the power. The Mastamune. Oh wow, 446 just with the strong attack. I think that was a critical hit. It sounded a little crunchier than a normal hit, but this will certainly be crunchier than a normal hit. Blam. That's still on his feet. Good for him. He's doing his best. Is it still alive? Good. This is an opportunity to find out what Riddell's attack ability, her attack technique that she acquired quite recently, what it's like. Or it would be if I had equipped it, which I guess I haven't. Or maybe I dreamed. I guess that's a possibility too. Well, let's see how this very feeble body armor of this robot can stand up against a literal meteor shower. Oh, pretty well. Well, what about the next most dangerous thing in the world? A little girl with an axe that's bigger than her own body. Yeah, no. On the damage scale, meteor shower, furious little girl. You did not make it across that step. Okay, slap a little ointment on that, and I guess then it's a good time to, since we're about to find something out, I assume. Something cool must happen on the other side of this door. It was protected by a keycard. So this is a good time to have some supper? Want some supper? You do? Well, go on. I'm coming. It's supper time. Alright, hang tight, gang. Be right back with you. Okay, back in business. Let's find out what's beyond door number B1. Do we need to... This seems significant. Fingerprint and retina scan required. Project Kid? Please step inside the circle and hold up your left hand. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Analyzing. Please stand by. Analysis complete. Fingerprints, retina, and C-class DNA all clear. Data discrepancy due to aging within permissible range. 96% confirmation that this individual is the last registered arbiter. The dudes upstairs didn't seem to think so. Yeah, that's what I thought might be about. I thought I might be about to be told, just, you gotta go and figure out how to get Kid back. Welcome back, Chrono Trigger. So that is why Lynx needed Serge's form. No, I've been utterly caught off guard by the length of time the Kid is separated from the party. When she's, one of the two leads, and specifically the one of the two leads who says words. Lynx must be, inside already. Yes. Along with the frozen flame. Oh ho ho. Well. Interesting. Intriguing. So is Lynx still in Serge's body? Like, is he still Dark Serge? I guess we'll find out. Ooh. Ominous camera angle. Crazy thing. Where are we? Is that the frozen flame? Exactly. Full motion video coming? No. Oh hey, look. Look who it is. Yeah, this is way beyond what was implied by the frozen flame in... It's Kid. It's Kid on the floor right here. The hearer of the people's prayers, the provider of riches, fame, and power, the bestower of eternal life, the promiser of peace and happiness. This is the essence of what descended from the heavens in the prehistoric age. The living crimson stone, the frozen flame. Yeah, that's interesting. So he stole Serge's, like, form in the platonic sense, not literally his physical body. That's interesting. Weird, and I don't understand it exactly, but it's interesting, which goes for a lot of this portion of the game, so cool. It's thematically consistent. I can't honestly remember. I'd have to go back and double check. One of the many problems with my failure to contain the Chrono Cross playthrough during my vacation, or at least the end of the summer, is now, like, I don't remember what happened a week ago because 1,000 million things have happened since then. The frozen flame. Lynx. What took you so long? You had me worried. Worried that you might have perished on the way here. Are you all right? It's no use. I put her soul to sleep. I had to remove any potential obstacle from us having this talk. Who are you? What are you after? We still don't know. I am the human incarnation of fate. The living interface of the fate computer system. Or, put simply, I too am fate. What? 14 years ago, on the night of a terrible storm, the cogs began to turn. That night, Otsuki and Miguel set out to sea carrying a sick child in their boat. That child was you, Serge, after you had been attacked by that panther demon. Your poisoned wounds were beyond the healing abilities of the doctors in Termina or even Guldov. So they set sail to Marbu in order to see the sage there, not knowing how bad the storm would become. Being skilled sailors, the two men were able to survive the storm, but they were blown off course and came ashore on this island, where they decided to seek shelter. At the time, this research center was offline due to the severity of the storm. It only took 10 minutes for the system to power back up, but by then, the flame had found you. I'll try not to take any intermissions or drag this out too long, people, so you can get the full joy of the creepy exposition. Contact with the flame healed your young body, but that was not all. Once the security system was rebooted, it would only grant access to you, the Arbiter. You can't imagine the trouble this caused the Fate computer system in achieving its objective. Inside of Fate, there was a standalone circuit that had been kept hidden since the old Mother Brain generation. That circuit was designed to start a malfunction, or more precisely, a rebellion. Who would have thought that such a small bug traitor could exist inside of Fate. I think the Mother Brain generation is an earlier iteration of the master computer that became Fate. I think, but I'm not positive, that a Mother Brain computer might have been involved in keeping those systems where the survivors were clustered in the post-apocalypse of Chrono Trigger alive. I think. I don't know that that's said in Chrono Trigger, but I think that's what is being implied to us. That hidden circuit was based on the initial Ash tier model circuit board, with extra logic added by another scientist. Fate itself did not realize that this circuit was present within the core of its system, or, more correctly, the circuit was programmed so that the moment Fate did detect it, it would erase all record of its detection. Dr. Luca Ashtier. Unbelievably intelligent and incredibly enthusiastic. You might even go so far as to call her a mad scientist. Of course, I don't think it was she who implemented her theory. That was most likely the work of Beltazar, the first curator of the research center. Fate! Bring out the traitor! Bring out Prometheus! Affirmative. Ah, you've finally released me. Welcome back. So you're the real Serge. I've waited a long time for you. I'm glad you made it in time. Serge, I beg you, please bring an end to the enmity between Fate and the dragons. Fate! Eliminate him! Affirmative. Now eliminating Prometheus. No! You cannot! Serge, please! For the future of mankind. For the future of... Idiot. Destruction to those who oppose the goddess of fate. Lynx, why you? Ha! Come, Serge. Moonwalk with me, baby. Whoa! Show me what the purpose of your life on this planet is. Teach me what it means to be alive. Okay. We have neat boss music. Makes sense this late in the game. And, let me fight you in my creepiest science fiction form. Alright, Fate is innate black. We have 2 innate whites. Throw caution to the wind. Let's fight. We're in it now. Big hits. Commencing countdown. 5. Diminish, of course. Ah, I should have equipped Magnify on somebody. Elemental damage halved temporarily. Okay. And for now, let's just focus on building our elemental capacity in the first place. And I guess finding out what happens at the end of this terrible countdown. Four. Graviton. Whoa. Not that big a hit. A hit. A palpable hit. Not a very, very big hit. I think I'm just going to keep Serge doing physical damage for now. I'll leave the healing to Riddell and Leah. Now, Riddell should also get some hits in before she does it. Get some hits in before she does it. 3. Heat Ray, one of its special attacks. Please do not obliterate Riddell. Ah, I just asked you not to do that. Okay, Okay. Does Leah have one of the revives? If she doesn't, Serge does. But I would have just assumed that thing never happened in the first place. Okay. I should do something. I'm just doing this. I do not expect... Diminish plus the fact that Leah's not an 8 white. And there's no white in the field. I'm really just doing it to put a white in the field. And then we'll double up on that. Serge should land some hits for the sake of recovering stamina. Let's see if I can just get lucky. Good. Big damage there. And then we will revive. Okay, good. Got one. Bring Riddell back. And hopefully he doesn't immediately kill Riddell. Riddell can do a recovery. Oh yeah. Okay. Or I suppose I could do Snake Eyes. Why not? Use the power of the snake. Come on, White Snake. I didn't look into equipping Riddell's main thing. Her snake bite, her ultimate elemental tech. There's no way of getting back to Riddell's turn and maxing out her elemental capacity to take advantage that we have triple white and we can do the Saints thing. I'm never going to see any of those things that require control of the element field. That's my cross to bear. Okay. Alright, Riddell. Did a little damage to... Free fall on Serge, but don't kill him. Just don't kill him. Not even close to killing him. Pitiful. Alright. That's how we like it. Okay. Good time to do another recover all, I think. We're not in terrible shape. Can't see this working. If I'm forced to fight the battle over and over again because whatever it does at the end of the countdown is devastating, I'm not prepared for it, well, I'll always have the option of trying it in a future attempt. Okay. It's really all about Serge. In terms of doing damage, at least. Huh. Yeah, I guess... I don't have any kind of ads turned on, but I guess it just... Aha! So, first, I was gonna say, I guess Twitch just shows ads once you're an affiliate at the start. Because I don't have any interrupt ads turned on. I get pennies in revenue from all the ads people watch at the start of the stream. Yeah, so, I mean, Serge / Lynx / Fate has become this thing. And it wants to, beat us in this fight. I guess that's where we are. Okay, how are we all doing? Oh, that's a thing that you can enable to increase your ad revenue. I haven't done that on account of the fact that I am not really I'm doing this more for fun than for generation of ad revenue for myself. Okay, come on, Dark Energy, don't kill us all. And don't kill Riddell. Period. Okay, Riddell's dead. That's bad. Oh, and Serge. This song, this like cool boss music song, I am hearing that for the first time right now. Okay. I should have foreseen that the countdown would result in a terrible thing. I think it is. I can't imagine I've got this guy on the ropes. Okay. So probably we're recommencing countdown. 5, physical attacks? Okay. Well, jeez. Can Leah once again? Probably she can't. But Leah pulled an absolutely heroic showing against Dario in the Massimo. Where the other two were knocked out. And she was like, she could barely even do damage to him. But I figured out his pattern and was able to lock him into just never attacking. For just long enough to win. But I don't foresee this ending in a win. In fact, this is probably the end, isn't it? It's the end. Oh man, so the entity known as Serge won't even be allowed to be born. Damn. And we gotta go through all that exposition again. But let's go in better prepared. Yeah, and as they say, the inevitable end for those who resist fate is to be forbidden to be born. Okay, so I've talked to this guy, right? And he's gone up. Yes, so before we proceed to the basement, or first to the upstairs to get the key and then to the basement, let's give some thought. Who's the best team for this? I don't know. Like, problem with Riddell, she's a great member of the team generally for this purpose, except for the being easily killed part. I think I'll still hang on to her though. Leah though, maybe. Yeah, we have a lot. Just crazy thing about this game. I am missing 19 of the possible characters, I think. And yet, I have so many characters. Okay. Who... I don't know. Who is... Well, obviously also the Kid, Harl would be at least two that I've had access to but don't anymore. Who is... I'm going to try one more time with this lineup, but let's do some element tinkering. For instance, let's give Riddell. Is Riddell's Snakebite Snake Fangs. White Snake's power will recharge some elements. Okay, so it's not an attack, but sounds promising. Okay, what else though? What else do I have that seems really promising here? Magnify is going to temporarily multiply elemental damage. We want to be careful with that, given that the boss is counting down. Big hit. Okay, let's look at Serge a moment. Serge should have more than one revive. And also, I don't know how much of a difference it makes in the hit points that you have upon being revived. But if it makes any difference at all, it seems like it probably does. I think it's worth having. And then, like, I don't know. Do I have anything really cool I could equip there? Nah, probably not. Maybe Nimble on its own is enough. Physical evade %? That actually doesn't seem like it's going to matter at all. But what might? What could? I don't know. But it'd be nice if I had more revives. I'm not even sure if there's actually like a place where I could have been acquiring them. I can't remember how I got the 3 that I have. Okay. Riddell, you're gonna have 1 fewer revive. Although perhaps, as a crew, we'll wind up having more than 3 revives if the Snake Fangs goes good for us. Let's give her a... Is there any more healing everybody stuff? Yeah, heal alls. Probably not a bad idea. Okay. And I removed one of her revives, which I think I should give... Let's try giving it to Leah. And it probably couldn't hurt to give Leah, like... Wait, I didn't unequip her revive? I just talked about how I should? No, I did remove it. That's concerning. Did I remove it and already give a second one to Serge? No. 5 plus 2. What have I done? Revive. Revive plus 4. Okay, I did do that. Excellent. Let's just take the other one off of her. And let's give it to Leah for now. And then, what other whites could I give Leah in service of trying to just have her prepared to be seeding the ground with white? Only Magnify, which is going to be extremely risky to use. Well, worth a shot. Worth a shot. Okay. I might not wind up using it at all. Or then again, I might. And then... She can't have capsule? I don't know why. That's fine. That's fine. Another low res might not be bad. If that low res works on it, then Leah can really set Serge up to be a big damage dealer. Okay, I don't know. Let's see how this goes. Let's go try it again. I'll give even more thought than I just did if it comes to it that I don't win this time, because at a certain point we don't want to be doing the exact same fight that is positioned on the opposite side of a lengthy exposition scene again and again. This tea is now very cold. How quickly things change. Still delicious. Hey fellows, with your weird thoughts. We'll save also after getting the keycard. Alright, foolish robots. Hope you appreciate being obliterated. I had a feeling I could get that done and still have a nice big medium attack for this guy. Go as ballistic as you want, pal. This is not as impressive as it looks. You've been misled about how much of a tough guy you are. Okay. Riddell's not doing any elemental attacks because I want her to be able to recover all in the post-battle. Boom. Oh, sweet. She did her thing where she also did some damage to this guy, so we're already working on him. does his feeble physical attacks. They do look fun. Oh, I like how he's got a few different options and he chooses between them for the combo of 3. He can repeat one. So you don't necessarily get the same sequence of attacks every time. Ah, come on, Serge. That one was important. Well, hit him with your flying arrow. Whoa. Big hit. Gunner get ya. Keeping it coming. With the wordplay. I don't know that you are gonna get me though. Kind of seems like you're absolutely not gonna get me. If anything, pal, I'm gonna get you. You're good enough. It's cute wordplay. It's got that going for it. Uh-oh. He drove Serge mad. Leah should be pretty well equipped to tank an uplift, and she was. Alright, Riddell. Just tap this thing to death with your rod. Excellent. Okay. Back in business. Everybody's healed, everybody's happy. Got a cell key for my troubles. I never pressed this button. Thank goodness I lost, so we can find out what happens when I press this button. It all began with a notebook my mother handed me. She told me she found it while cleaning out the closet. This old notebook, covered with mold, was a diary that belonged to my grandfather, who passed away years ago. It contained his distant memories. Does this device play back archives? It looks like someone's memoirs. How does this feral child know the word memoirs? It does sound familiar. Although, oddly enough, Cuba, the first thing it reminded me of was Earthbound Beginnings, rather than Chrono Trigger. I wonder if you still remember how we first met, our many adventures. It all seemed like a dream. We ran like the wind during those summer days long ago. You were a piece of a star. Oh, yeah, right. Not Chrono Trigger. I was thinking, did Luca? No, but Luca was her father, who was her mentor and co-inventor. You were a piece of a star that fell from the sky. I can still relive the memories of those days long past. I found out I'm going to need to play Radical Dreamers more in the future, because apparently the New Game Plus mode in that is just, when you play it again, it's just a different story, like 5 more times, I guess. A combination of comedy stories and alternate series stories. I can still relive the memories of those days long past, just by closing my eyes like so, and whispering your name into the desolate night. Kid. Radical Dreamers. The Tresor Interdit. Yeah, it said something like that. When I was curious, I looked on Wikipedia, and I was like, huh. Good thing I didn't know that in advance. I'd be playing Chrono Cross into the new year, because I would have been like, well, we gotta be thorough with the Radical Dreamers prologue. What is this? Radical Dreamers? What does all this mean? There's a conversation with a comrade. Yeah, the significance of this would be utterly lost. They should have done this edition just straight up. But probably at that time, American gamers are not going to appreciate a visual novel in any form. Are you ready, kid? I know you're anxious, but stay on your toes. Yeah, likewise, mate. You miss up, and I'm leaving you behind. Got that, Serge? Come on, Majil. Let's go. Majil. That bastard Lynx is gonna get what he deserves. Say your prayers. Not that I'll do you any good. This seems to be an archive from a different time than our own. Oh, no worries. I knew what you meant. Keep up. Aside from two worlds we already know him about, other worlds and times may also exist them. Garden of Forking Paths, baby. I'll say this, for a feral child, Leah catches on quickly to the radical alterations of our known cosmology of the universe. Okay, back to touch the save, and then let's go try again. Ideally, I'm going to try to not be using the revives at all prior to the countdown being triggering the really bad thing. So if I can pull that off, then I at least have the revives to get Serge and Riddell back on their feet and go through another round of hopefully doing enough damage to Fate to get something done. Alright, here's a case where we will use the right trigger to make the game super fast after we do this fight. Ba 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 ba. Here we go. And then hopefully that Snake Fangs thing will also work, because if we can keep the revives going, we got Stu going for sure. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, come on. What are you even trying this for? You know you're going down. Tough guy, eh? Just want to go down to the mighty blows of the Master Mune. But looks like the thing's slumping. We'll be through this momentarily, I hope. Well, he's definitely not. He ain't getting up from this. Perfect. Okay. Onward. Attempt 2 at literally killing Fate. Fate itself. So is it called Project Kid because they were creating Kid? Or is it just a weird coincidence? Probably not. We're in. Here we go. Hyperspeed. Experiencing the mind-blowing revelations of this scene. As fast as we can possibly inject them into our brains. So, I am curious what the deal with the dragons is. Because if fate created the elements, the dragons are themed to the elements, but the dragons have enmity with fate? Did they create the dragons and the dragons rebelled? Were the dragons just already connected to the elements because the concept of elements exists whether or not a computer has altered the cosmos to give elemental powers to everybody? Also, pardon me, I appear to be logged into Facebook, so let me just not be logged into Facebook. There we go. So we get annoying messaging things. Alright, here we go. Land a strong attack, a very strong attack, and then you know what? Why don't I do... We got double white. Why don't I do something? Do a technique. See what it does. See how it all works out. 5:14. You love to see it. Commencing countdown. 5. Does it always follow? Yes, it does. Alright. Elemental damage halved temporarily. We will now attempt, not necessarily for well thought out strategic reasons, partially for my own curiosity, to see what happens. Okay. This negate magic. Temporarily annuls foes' magic attacks. Do it to yourself, Riddell. Because this guy can one-shot you. And if he's following a prescribed pattern... Okay. And we'll find out how... If that seems to be an effect that has a little bit of persistence to it. Oh, we're not getting a triple white field. Who am I kidding? Okay. Graviton. Crunch. Ha! Nothing too bad there. Oh, come on, Leah. Get with it. Oh, do I use her recover all now? I do. It's not going to be that impactful. So we'll recover from that one hit just to remove the risk of some one-shotting happening. And we get back to beating upon this fellow. Boom! Critical hit, which is helpful. Heat ray. Now use it on Riddell, man. Use it on Serge this time, but it's not a kill. Excellent. Alright. Build up some elements for Riddell. And I've heard lay some healing down. What solo healing does she have? Ah, this Cure Plus, why not? It's not contributing to elemental control, but it's keeping Serge alive-ish. Oh, Serge is also cursed. I don't even know what the cursed condition does. That doesn't mean I don't hate it. So if I can get it off of him, I'll feel good. Alright. Free fall on Serge. Hopefully not too impactful. Very, very impactful. And we're very close to the end of the countdown. This is perilous territory. Okay, what do I have here? I mean, I've got the revive, but if I could avoid using it, all better. Not a ton going on. Do I have... Nah. Okay. Let's just use a capsule. Some healing for poor Serge. Very small amount. Okay. Serge is ready too, though. Serge is going to go ahead and negate magic himself. Oh, Riddell doesn't have the stamina to do anything here. That sucks. Back Serge. Pretty nice attack. And then we'll just slowly build up our elements. During this stamina recovery period. Oh, come on, team. Okay, what's a good heal you could do right now? Don't want to use the heal all if I can help it. Because we don't need to heal all. I don't feel like this is going to be what I want it to be, though. By its very nature. A little weak. Okay. We'll heal all. Perhaps the snake fangs will give us that back if we need it. As we go deeper into the fight. Besides her plot importance and significance, Riddell's newfound ability to potentially recover elements in the middle of battle is a strong argument for keeping her on the team. Okay, gravity blow. Does that hit everybody? No, just Riddell. She's still protected. She's certainly not, but not a ton of damage. Oh, come on. It's lazy to just spam your one attack. Is that really how you want to play this? Okay. Come on. Yes. And then, what can Serge do in terms of a nice low-level heal? Cure Plus. Alright. Riddell is very possibly still going to be obliterated by this thing. But not very possibly. Absolutely for sure. Definitely. Leah have negate magic. She does not. Okay. Okay. For now, land hits, Leah. Serge will get a little stamina back. The countdown completes. Hopefully Serge's negate magic is still up, but if it's not, then I know to wait until after the 1 next time. It is still up. Excellent. We're in good shape here. Much better shape than last time. Ah, Serge can land a hit there. Here. I think I'm being spoken to. Excuse me a moment. Alright, back at her. Back at her. After a seriously brief intermission. Okay. Revive time. And then, it's time to really start thinking about doing some damage here. So I think I'll have Leah do a low res. Hopefully that works even on this mighty boss. It's obviously Riddell's job right now to heal us, but also to land some attacks for the sake of building everyone else's stamina back up. Ah, wouldn't it be nice to someday learn what that thing does? I wonder if her snake skin protection ability could help her survive that countdown mass damage attack. At any rate, this should have us in great condition. Okay, now it's time to bring the pain. So step 1 is just landing hits. Yeah, do your countdown. I don't care. I wish you would have targeted the physical attacks towards anybody else. But otherwise, I don't care. Okay. Low res +1. Alright. Hopefully this works even though we're fighting a boss. It'd be just grand if it did. Ooh. Yep, okay. So, probably I'm not getting away with getting back to... Oh, plus I just put yellow in. I was like, I can get a triple white, but I absolutely can't. I just prevented myself from doing it. Oh, come on. Okay. More physical? Yeah, graviton. I hope this doesn't destroy Riddell again, but I think it will. No, actually, it's kind of weak. Nice. Okay. Bad odds, but it would be just lovely if it worked. Okay, fine. Well, still never a bad... Oh, I've already done dash and slash, of course. That's dissatisfying. How about... Photon beam? Might as well find out. How effective are white elemental attacks here? No. This is not the way. It's not the path. Okay. And her hits. Please do not go to your next countdown step. Oh, I asked you not to do that. No. Oh, what a jerk. What an absolute jerk. I kind of did that to myself. Okay. Use your revive, Leah, to get dear Riddell back on her feet. I sure do hope that the Snake Fang's ability manages to restore some of our revives. Oh ho ho! That's what we like to see. Okay. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. Sort of. In some ways, it's coming together. Alright, Serge can tank this. Okay. Riddell needs to recover all right now. While Serge does... I was hoping to do his you know, whatever it's called, his new ultimate technique. But, nonetheless, we'll keep our heads up. I'm not gonna... it's gonna create one of those stamina sinks. Nonetheless, I think that a recover all right away before we allow the countdown to go any further is called for. Oh, look at fate. Right now, fate definitely seems like an entity that we can stand against. What does Leah have at level 1 for healing? Nothing significant enough. Ugh. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, this is what I'm doing. Flying arrow. Come on. Riddell needs to... Riddell is torn between things. Okay. Gotta build up to that snake fangs, which I can probably get to. That would be just the thing. If we could restore some revives right now, just for security. Oh, it only works on Riddell. Okay. Lesson learned. In that case, I mean, it's clarifying. We need to... Ooh, this is bad. This situation could be so much better than it is. Okay. Do the recover all for now. should have had Leah do a lower level heal. I should have tried this. Ah, okay. Live and learn. Live and learn. Maybe we just win the fight. Tank it, Leah. Tank it, Leah. Or Serge. Okay. It's not... This doesn't augur well for the good guys. Okay. What's the move? What elements are available right now? Yep. Strong-minded on Serge might be a move that keeps him alive through this attack. Which would be pretty helpful to the cause. It would be so absurd if this worked. I'm trying it. Putting it all on the line. Yeah, okay. No, not zero now. Oh, even better. The real zero. 0 HP. Ah. Thanks for playing, Fate. Thus, the entity named Fate was not even allowed to be born into this world. Such is the end of all of those who stand against Serge. Another growth level, max heal. No, how could you? I, Fate, the goddess of fate, was not meant to die. Ah, huh. We in blazes am I? Serge, what happened to me? Heh, that's it. Immediately upon literally regaining her soul. No, allez, ne touchez pas. Do not touch it. Kid, I know the feelings you have inside of you. Kid wastes no time. She gets her soul back. She's like, what the heck? And then she sees the frozen flame and she's like, alright, into action. I know the feelings you have inside of you. The urge to bring everything to nothing is now stronger than your desire to save everything. You may want to throw yourself off the cliff of destruction. That is your imperative. But s'il vous plaît, kid, do not drag Serge and the others down into destruction with you. Shut up, you loony. I know what I'm doing. It's too late. There's no turning back now. How could Kid possibly know what she's doing? Fate has fallen. Fate has died. Ah! Puts a big smile on his face. Finally, the time has come. Indeed. The long endless night shall finally come to an end. Now for mankind. I shall make you bleed. Feel 1,000,000 years of this planet's agony, pain, and suffering. This feels significant. This scene, I felt like we had a cutscene incoming. Okay. Cool. Tira Tower, let's come back to life again. On the year 2400, during a counter-time experiment, the flame goes out of control. Thus causes the dimensions to rip apart, resulting in the time crash. Engulfed in an enormous dimensional... Boy, I'm out of practice with my not even very good Kiwi accent. It's very hard to do the vowel substitutions with the complex dialogue. Engulfed in an enormous dimensional vortex, Chronopolis was hurled 10,000 years back in time. Maybe this was Lavas' doing. Maybe he saw the possibility of us being destroyed by the adventurers in 1999 and decided to create a new outcome in order to escape destruction. And so, when the experiment took place, Lavas pulled the frozen flame back to the ancient past, where he was only just awakening. But that ain't all. At the same time, another city from a different dimension's future was also thrown back in time. Dinopolis, the future city of the Riptites. Zala's descendants, who had evolved more closely with the planet. Just as Lavas, in an attempt to save itself, summoned Chronopolis from the distant future, perhaps our planet summoned Dinopolis back into the past, maybe as a measure against Chronopolis and humanity. That wasn't the dragon gods who sealed away the frozen flame. What actually happened is that fate used the flame to divide and seal the dragons. And now that fate has been defeated, the dragons will join together again to start their revenge. Oh. Oh, this is cool. Whoa, okay. Green Dragon attacks Sky Dragon. Sky Dragon uses his neck tentacles to do some sort of Metroid energy drain attack on the Green Dragon. Or they all just join them together, okay. one big ol' super dragon. I feared it would come to this. I didn't want to have to fight with you if it could have been avoided. Adieu, Serge. Adieu. Okay. Heart goes into the frozen flame and then shoots into the sky. Give me a frickin' break. You mean to tell me we were being used all this time? Yeah. Damn! What is done, although we may not like it. In any case, we need to make our way into that floating tower. Yes, we cannot just twiddle our thumbs and do nothing. The only problem is... So, we have to find a way up there, right? It's not like the great SS Invincible can make it up there either. There has to be a way. At least our objective is clear. I do not know how, but we must find a way. So, like, whatever happened to Kit after that? Doesn't look like she'll ever wake up. Indeed. She is resting at Radius's place. Her spirit seems to be possessed by the past. What? What does that mean? A powerful item is necessary in order to dispel it. There's no sense staying here. Come on, mateys, let's shove off. Everyone, yeah! Okay. Alright, Leah, time to cycle out. But who do we cycle in? Who's got a great something? I don't know. Who do I want? Let's bring back Nikki. For old time's sake. Okay. Things are serious. Let's go check on Kid. Okay. Well, now we're really, for sure, in the end game. And it makes a lot more sense now why the dragons were so... Well, I mean, it made sense. My previous theory of the dragons want to help, and so they're letting us beat them in pretty easy boss fights, made sense. But now we know it was wrong. You can have a theory that seems to fit the facts at the time. And it's falsified by later facts. The dragons were letting us win because we were playing right into their hands. Kid's resting in bed. She hasn't come out of her coma yet. No? Hey, it's the princess. Let me see. Whoa, I think you're right. I wonder what happened. Do you think we should help her? Nah, it's not our job. Yeah, I guess so. It's probably nothing we can help with anyway. Yep. Hey, heartless animals. Aw, sis. But the princess is bound by the past, and even we can't bring her back here. Look closely. See that? Hey, it's the time egg? Yes, although it's not in its complete form. Did that girl with the glasses make it? Probably. Even though it's in its incomplete form, if we can focus our powers into it. Then maybe it'll work. Yeah. Okay, new master. Yup, it's you. We're going to lend you our powers for a little bit. We're sending you back to the past where the princess is trapped. We only have one chance. Take care of the princess. Master Mune! Well, huh. I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought I was just going to get like some dialogue that said, we need to find a powerful item. And I thought the powerful item would have something to do with the dragon tears. Alright, well here's the past. It's Gato! Okay. Miss Kid and Mistress Luca are stuck in the back room. I am sorry that I lack the power to help you. Okay, we are at the orphanage fire, are we not? Excuse me, sir, you're in the way. Hey, weren't you just one guy? Lava boy. Fire breath. Makes sense that this would be his attack. I haven't equipped Nikki. Oops. I think we're gonna be okay. But that was an oversight on my part. Yeah. Good concentration of your attacks there, gentlemen. Alright, Nikki, you just gotta shred. But I don't think Nikki has a good weapon equipped because I haven't used Nikki in 1,000 million years. Okay, that's also an oversight on my part. You live and you learn. Or at the very least, you live. Not always necessarily does the learning follow. Okay. Oh, we got plenty of time. Okay. So, let's say... Oh dear, I'm sorry that I did this to you, Nikki. Have some stone mail. Have the bone pick? No, that's worse. Okay. Well, and yet your attack is pretty high. Or is it? No, it's not. It's pitifully low, in fact. And will stay that way. Significant oversight on my part. Yeah, take the dreamer's bandana, Nikki. You're a dreamer. Nobody becomes a rock star without a willingness to commit to a dream. Well, no. Let's go with magic for now. Nikki is woefully ill-equipped for this. Yellow brooch? Wait, yellow brooch is not anything I care about, is it? No. Mithril helmet, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Okay. Elements. Allocate. Let's remove Leah's. She's got a lot of the good ones. Not necessarily the ones that Nikki wants, but at the very least we want to get back her Alright. Fill them in for me. Nikki only. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Yep, I'll try it. Like a leaf on the stream. Accept whatever comes. Hey, something's happening up there. We gotta make our way through. Not sure if it's necessary to defeat this enemy? Probably not. But hey, lava boys are not tough to kill in our current state, even with diminished Nikki. Especially if they concentrate their pitiful fire breath attacks on mighty Riddell. Whoa. Good work, Serge. And put some blue out there. Yeah. It's not going to do much. Well, we'll see if... I didn't see a lot of the blue attacks getting in there with Mickey. I might have to go in and give some more attention. At least Nikki's attacks sound awesome still. Huh? We got chill out. Play a tune that'll freeze your worst critic. Oh, just gets headbanging. Oh, does the cool slide. He's picking right up at the top of the fretboard. Blam. Nicely done, Nikki. Fucking look beautiful while doing it. Just a great looking kid, this Nikki. No wonder he's so popular. Who are you? Phew! Held my breath so long I nearly... Anyway, here. Take this as my way of saying thanks. Got a nostrum. The kitchen is straight through that door. On the right's Granny Lara's old bedroom. Up on the left is Luca's room, but Sis will get angry if you go in there. Well, I think we're gonna have to. But let's delay the Luca, whatever we're gonna learn or see about Luca. Let's put it off a moment. Delay gratification. Bad news, Lava Boys. We are significantly more powerful than you. So anyway, this totally upends my previous notion that Dario and the Masamune was a sub-quest. At this point, it seems actually like it's a pretty essential quest to proceed through the plot. So I'm glad I knocked it out, just out of interest in the in Dario. Would have been very frustrating. Would have been just not what I was in the mood for. Ha! You're frozen. You can't move. This isn't gonna go well for you. You got the flu too. You got your shot. Ain't you done? Thanks for playing. The fire's in the way, huh? Do we have a... Is there an item? I can't remember. Yeah, there's ice breath, isn't there? Yeah. Oh, really? My opinion is that it should work in this case. Alright, fine. Screw delayed gratification. Luca! A beautiful view of the expanses of space. Receipt for goods. 1 KG 830 Port Navy. Okay. Interesting. There's a memo lying on the floor here. It reads, "Don't you children ever touch my space capsule." Looks like Luca's hat on the floor. Another memo. I've created a new code for a new generation. It now replaces the old one my father once used. Circle stands for 0. Square stands for D. Triangle stands for A. Cross stands for X. Oh, Squaresoft. You couldn't have updated this for me? Okay, hold on a second. Circle equals 0. Square equals D. Triangle equals A. Cross equals X. Using this for example, the children will never guess road is spelled R circle triangle square. My father, Deban, would be proud. Not to mention my mother, of course. Okay. Well, I'm not sure if that's ever going to be relevant, but we've made a note of it. Oh. Hey, diva dress. Is that what Riddell already has equipped? Yeah. Well, now, if she gets something on it, she's got a backup. Up this way. Excuse me, sir. This isn't gonna go well for you. Lava rush. Yeah, do it to Riddell. This should go well. Good battlefield strategy. Yeah, that was a pretty nice deck. But dude, I need to chill out. I watched Valley Girl, the teen comedy of the early 80s, one of Nicolas Cage's, or perhaps literally Nicolas Cage's breakout film. Not 100% sure about that. But yeah, watched that recently on the Criterion channel. It was good. The Valley accent's much subtler than anything that I've pulled off for either Nikki or... Floor panel looks like it can be removed. Remove it? Yes. Down there, what do we find? Things are nice and calm in this basement. Is this gonna go in the opposite side of the kitchen? Yes, of course it is. Good. Save the old lady. You don't hit Serge. Oh, fine. Not that I'm worried about the damage. I just don't like having my combo broken up and my accuracy tank. Didn't save you. Alright, Riddell. Just give this guy some bops. Take us home, Mickey. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, alright. Another one down. Oh wait, wall of flames. Orphan girl. Sis, Luca! Alright, this is not an old lady at all. It's another case where it feels like the ice breath should be relevant, but let's find it. Probably not. Dragon's power doesn't seem to work here. Doubly so. Okay. What else do we have? Probably nothing. Mash the context button a little. Okay, kid, hang tight. Hang tight. Child's drawing hangs here. Luca, call me sis. I don't feel great about leaving that little girl in that situation, but I don't know what to do. Maybe. Maybe, just maybe, helping this person out will contribute to the helping of the little girl. Certainly hope so. Look at that. Jeez. All that effort for such a little return. Feel bad for them if they weren't flame demons who are currently roasting an orphanage. But it's hard to feel sympathy in that context. Like, I know that, you know, crime is a sociological phenomenon. But I still just feel like you probably shouldn't set children on fire. And especially orphans. Even children with, like, who still have their parents, you should not set on fire. But like, the orphans have already... It's tough enough, just... Wow, mister, you sure are strong. When I grow up, I want to be strong like you. Oh, yeah. Here, mister, take this. No strength. Oh, and there are other kids hiding in this room. In this room? Or did you mean, like, this room here? Do you have a follow-up there? No. Well, good luck, kid. Becoming as strong as me. An extremely powerful guy. The kid's under the bed? Yep. Hey, little girl. Thank you. Here, take this. Rainbow shell. That 4 panel there can be removed. Look at my friend kid. Went in there, but didn't come out. Well, that hint would have been a lot more helpful if I wasn't so clever that I noticed the very obvious movable floor panel. Okay, we should context button the hell out of this place. I'll see if there's anything I can figure out here. Oh, come on. What a jerk move, coming back to life. Okay, let's look at the one other route. In case that, like, if there's a bucket of water that we can get as a key item or something. Let's find it. What is right through the solid? This doorway. Well, treasure if nothing else. Oh, this is Granny's kitchen. This jerk is gonna pen us in. You fool! You're forcing me to kill you. Well, take the treasure. Stardust Cape. That sounds dashing. You know who's getting the Stardust Cape? Huh. Yeah, his actual armor, isn't it? Yeah, who can wear it? Children's size only. Ah, if only I kept Leah on the team. Makes sense that the armor we found here is child size. Hard not to be reminded here of, oh ho! 3 pitiful dudes who can't stand against us. I am glad that that dude targeted Serge, because I had already committed my A button to another medium attack that would have denied me the ability to do the strong attack and finish him off. But I was saved from myself by this fool. Nice. What do you got, Riddell? Why not? Why not? The telephone rings. Hang tight, gang. I'll be right back with you. Telephone call rejected. Don't have time to do a survey right now. There's literally an orphanage fire. Yeah, hard not to be reminded during this scene of the Blue Mage village in Final Fantasy VI. When the house that is for some reason filled with bombs, the Final Fantasy enemy, but it is a big ball of contained potential energy just waiting to explode. Now, Serge, you take this big guy who's still standing out. Frozen one. It's less of a... Oh, you had to miss. Just dragging it in. Anyway, that house catches on fire. You have to save Realm. Right? I think it's Realm that you wind up saving. Anyway, it's how you get the people there to admit in the first place that they are mages. And that they should be helping the cause of resisting the Empire. Oh, the strong attack would have really been clutch here, huh? Well, can't win them all. Zap. That'll do for him. And I'm very confident Nikki can get this job done. Even with the... Oh, wow, yeah. Okay. Blow him over with a feather. Okay. Max it out. It's more denaturite. Make all kinds of stone gear. Well, there's nothing left to do but figure out what it is that gets you past those flames. That would have been a helpful thing for the little girl to also include in her dialogue. Luca and my friend Kid went down there. And they probably don't know that using a Komodo scale will put out the flames. Oh, man. You know what I'm just now realizing? And this might not be true. But it seems very likely to be true. Because I've had the Komodo scale since the start of the game. I don't think we ever used them as a key item. And I'm now realizing, when I was in the Lynx body, could I have got dialogue out of Lena by showing her those scales and causing her to recognize that I was Serge? Huh? Good try, Riddell. I thought she was going to get that when she's actually attacking. But no luck. Oh well. But no luck. Okay. Well, build up on this dude, Nikki. Now let's focus chill out on this dude. At hyper speed. This particular chill out attack has no chill. Also, we're going to accelerate your fire breath attack because it's not impressive. We're tired of looking at it. Alright, Serge, come on. No misses. All hits. Perfect accuracy. Deadly combo. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Alright, Riddell. Get your accuracy up. Perfect. Oh, you unfroze him. And now he's back on his feet. Oh, come on. What do you got, Nikki? This ought to do it. That and the fluid. Combined forces to put him down. It's one of the worst times to get ice blasted when you're already dealing with the flu. I felt bad enough when I said the flu. Oh, covered in burns. Let's put some ointment on those. Let's all stop here in the middle of the fire to start treating our burns. But what do we do? Okay. Any of this stuff seemed like it could work here. Tear of life. Doesn't seem fair that the thing just doesn't work anymore. Doesn't seem to work here because we need it not to. Plot reasons. Kid and Auntie Luca. Oops, I mean sis. Oh, we should look at all the child's drawings. Ayla Stronger. Chrono is cool. Chrono is cool. Princess Marl to the rescue. I'm just kidding on to Luca again. Okay. So, what's the gimmick here? It's obviously not run against the flames. There's no context button thing. Probably need to go back to Luca's room. Try to find something there. Infuriating that it can't just be the key item. And that it explicitly exists. Like, in a sense, I can see why. But part of me still just, part of me thinks literally the existence of multiple timelines alone allows us the out of saying, well, it's not the same Chrono and such. I don't know. Like, I don't... Personally, I do not yet feel rubbed the wrong way. But also I can see how, like, mostly the game not feeling like a direct sequel, but then it wants to do, like, stuff like this, like, yeah, new code. Over here. Now. In case of fire, use this ice gun. Yeah, let's take the ice gun. Mune, sorry, Master. This is all the power I have. Oh no. Time's running out. Is this literally a time sequence? Because if so, I'm infuriated. But I assume that was actually a cue. Sorry, Master, that's all the strength I have. Alright, quick, go around, go around. Fine, fight this guy. Boom. Worth a shot. Now I've got all my stamina back. I'll take him down in one combo. And like, also, Luca, doesn't matter, it's an alternate Luca from a different timeline, not the same Luca. I can understand anybody, because Luca's a very lovable character. not liking the idea that she died in a horrible orphanage fire. That seems like a reasonable thing to be upset with. Completely random tangent for a moment, and I promise not to get into a lengthy discussion of the new Halloween trilogy of films. But I wonder if... I can't think of her name, but the actor... I can't even think of the character's name. But the actor who played... Okay, actually, let me shut up. So do the children in this orphanage know Ayla somehow? Or are they just drawing pictures of the cool people that Luca has told them about? I can see them knowing Chrono. And Maro even, maybe. Okay. Oh. Serge grabs kid. And force... Oh, wow. So it's... Is this a scenario where, like... Right. I know I've seen alternate endings, some of the alternate endings in Chrono Trigger, but not all of them. I think the only one I ever personally got myself was the one where you can gimmick to, like, you fight Lavos right at the start, directly from the Guardia Fair. It's burning! Our home is burning! Luca, all my friends, they're... Why? Why did this happen? Happen. This is not the time. This is not the time. Are you going to go away? Are you going to leave me? I'm going to be left all alone on my own again, aren't I? Everybody I've ever loved is gone far, far away. I won't leave you. Really? Do you mean that? In a metaphorical sense, I'm probably going to get time traveled out of here. And, like, it'd be inappropriate. Yeah. Your cheek, it's wet. Thank you. Thank you for saving me. Will I ever see you again? Oh, yes. And then he just disappears like an angel. Well, Syrup, the main reason is that when I was playing Radical Dreamers, I did not realize that Serge and Kid were also the main characters of Chrono Cross. That's the main reason. And hello! How are you? Alright, gotta get through the scene and then I gotta run to the washroom. What? Where did you go? No! Come back! Don't leave me. Please, no. Don't leave me all alone. It's like, to some extent, Serge might have contributed to Luca's death. Probably Kid would have just also died. Serge? How have you been? Right here. Kid, join your party again. I'm doing pretty well. Pretty well so far. Today has been a pretty good day. I mean, obviously some hectic stuff is happening, but the effects of it are not affecting me yet. So I can just push it out of mind for now. Thank goodness. This must be the power of Serge's love. Ah, yes, kid. Lucia is waiting for you in her lab in Viper Manor. She wanted to give you something. Yeah, anyway, there's no rush. I suggest you rest here for the day. And we rest. What? My wound? Lynx stabbed me? What are you talking about? Oh, wait a minute. Not again. I lose my memory sometimes. Whenever I'm in a dangerous situation where I might get hurt, I just seem to disappear. And when I come to, I'll wake up somewhere safe without a single scratch. But the thing is, I can't remember what happened. I don't get it. Anyway, it's happened to me plenty of times in the past, so it's nothing to worry about. Come on, mate, let's go. We got her back. The ground here is hot. Vegetation won't be able to grow here. I wasn't trying to plant any vegetation. But thank you for that message, game. Alright. Throw it in a save. I'm going to run to the washroom. And let's keep pushing towards what I hope is a position where next week I can beat the game. Alright, hang tight, gang. Okay. Well, sorry, Nikki. But I'm gonna strip you of your elements. Because you're out of the band! So I'm glad we had it back long enough to see the chill out move. This seems like the right endgame team. From a narrative perspective. I have no reason to believe that it will be well balanced or anything like that. I have a diva dress. Iron dagger. Alright, well let's maybe we'll swing by Termina. Absolutely have a red brooch. We'll get her a stone helmet. Okay, worry about her equipment in a moment. We'll auto-allocate. Kid only. Has Kid acquired a new technique? Pilfer. No, red pin she already had. Well, I doubt I ever get to use this. It's very hard to use summons. But it would be cool if we ever do. Alright. Determina. Oh, please tell me this is the Termina that still has blacksmith. Ooh, the ominous floating tower. Genuinely can't remember. But I hope so. Probably other blacksmiths can also work with the denaturite, make stone gear. I don't know. Plus, you get, here's Zippa. Zippa and Zappa. I hadn't put that together yet. That's very sick. Okay. Stoned denaturite dagger. Yes, please. And, I don't see Nikki coming back in, but just in case. Just in case. Alright, accessories. Stone helmet, please. In fact, now that I've said that aloud, 2. Can't even make another stone dress. Yes, I know about it, but there's some special hammer I haven't stumbled upon this magic hammer, or else I guess we'd be going for rainbow gear. If the final boss proves extraordinarily difficult, maybe I'll be forced to come crawling back through the game looking for a hammer. Yeah, that's better. It's a step in the right direction. Stone helmet, also very helpful. And then... wait, attack 58. Oh yeah, still nowhere close to Serge. In fact... where's Forget-Me-Not Pot? Huh. I don't even know who has the doppelgang ability. Or maybe it's anyone who equips this Forget-Me-Not Pot. At any rate. Not going down that gimmick rabbit hole. Beautiful Mickey. Giant size poster. And over here on smaller posters. Alright. Let's go see the Mad Doctor. Totally sweet gate. No longer even under occupation. Thanks to us, actually. Alright. Actually, let's go just real quick and do the maximum difficulty stables minigame. Before we finish. No. No. The controls... I like a dumb little arcade minigame, but the controls in that were not tight enough. It was not like playing Tapper. That's for sure. Okay. The Mad Doctor is over in the East Wing, right? There we go. Can't remember. Possibly in the basement. Probably in the basement. I guess we'll find out. Hey, kitty. Meow to you as well. Get to play with my own cats. Once the stream is done, so that's exciting. Okay. Looks like you can push it. That's great. But I don't know why. And it doesn't matter. Or does it? Oh. Well, it's obvious what it's for. I've already done this, I'm sure. And yet, it's fun to do things. Okay. Well, that's bad. Now we're being attacked by pink balls. Oh, back to what I was saying much earlier. The actress who played the final girl in the first Friday the 13th. Every now and then, she must just be like, "Oh, what? Damn it!" She got to come back once, get her head cut off at the start of Friday the 13th Part 2. Jamie Lee Curtis never needed to go back to Halloween. Is a very successful actress in her, without it, but also still gets to be making Halloween movies. Even now. To be fair, the original Halloween, a much better movie than the original Friday the 13th. With a much better legacy. So it makes sense that they would return to it a lot. Ha! Here we are. I have been waiting, kid. There is something I want to give you. The game doesn't respect me enough to know that I would remember to do the V substitutions for W's. Huh? Me? I was told to give it to you when the time was right. It's for you, from Luca. You knew Luca? Who would have thought? There's some kind of relation between two characters who have almost the same name in a role-playing game. Here. My dear kid, how are you doing? Wow. I haven't thought of what a voice for Luca would be, so we're just gonna go with friendly narrator voice. I wonder how old you are as you read this letter. Perhaps you've matured into a beautiful woman and are raising a happy family by now? I was hoping to talk to you in person when you're old enough, but just in case something happens, I'm writing my feelings down on paper and leaving it with Lucia. Perhaps you already know, or perhaps you yourself are also now caught up in some historic crisis as a result of all this. Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah. But anyway. A long time ago, we, my friends and I, that is, changed the future in order to save our planet from being devoured by Lavos, a monster from some unknown planet. We still feel proud of the role we played in saving our world, and in how we were so freely able to change the flow of time. But sometimes I think of the darker side of what we did. What has become of the future that was supposed to have existed? Where did the time go that is now no longer allowed to exist go? Is it true that, thanks to our altering the flow of history, it is true that, thanks to our altering the flow of history, we were able to save so many lives and prevent so much sadness and suffering? But when you think of it, we also caused the deaths of so many that were meant to have come into existence in the timeline we destroyed, and also caused new sadness and suffering further along in the new future we created. That's why I worry that someone might seek revenge on us for what we did. I've had a constant dread in my heart that someone in our new future will travel back in time just like we did, try to kill or capture my friends in me. So, even if something dreadful does befall me, kid, know that what was meant to happen will happen, and that I was always prepared for the worst. Oh, but don't you dare think the great Luca is going down without a fight. I've got a reputation to uphold. Hail, Stempinski! Things are getting extremely timey in this plot. Go figure. Whatever lies waiting for us around the next corner, better watch out, because it's gonna be find a pretty mean counterattack coming its way. Kid, when I think of you, I remember someone I once met a long, long time ago in the distant past. Which makes sense, based on the revelations of Radical Dreamers. She was the complete opposite of you in this timeline. So quiet and gentle. Oh, Stupinski. Yeah, we make plans and the gods laugh. I'm really sorry to hear that. Oh, Koopa. Mostly just, like, I went to get equipped, so nothing big there. Got through the dream, saved, or the past. Serge saved Kid back then, if you left at that point. But then we came back, and Kid woke up, and we were told that Lucia had a message for Kid. I stopped off to get Kid equipped, and then I came here, and Lucia gave us this letter from Luca, where Luca says that she thinks sometimes that while we saved a lot of lives by changing the future, in another sense, we extinguished lives that should have been by changing the course of history and preventing people from coming to exist in the first place. And that she worries sometimes that, as a result, the cycle will continue because someone will come back from the future to get their revenge on her and the other heroes of Chrono Trigger for changing time. And now she's saying, when I think of you, I think of someone I met in the distant past. Oh my goodness. Now, try not to Google things during the... Shala. Didn't need to Google it. It came to me. So quiet and gentle. Someday I'll also tell you about her, when you're ready to know of your real name and heritage. Oh, okay. So Luca is aware. I'm not the slightest bit worried about you, kid. I know that no matter what happens, he will always be there looking out for you. Perhaps he has already found you, and is there by your side as you read this? If so, hello, Janice! Please take good care of my little sister for me. Is Serge Janus? I thought that Magil was Magus, or Janus. Because that really complicates the love story. I'll figure that out later. I don't know what to Google to find that out, and I don't want to Google anything that's going to accidentally expose me to spoilers. Okay. There's so much more I want to tell you, but I must leave it for another time. Yeah, that's the that was my biggest fear, especially early in the pandemic. My parents aren't that old. Yeah, no. The third guy, Magil, was definitely Janus Magus. There's so much more I want to tell you, but I must leave it for another time. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Majil is not, he's not in this timeline. Once you go to the Garden of Forking Paths, like, you know, everything happens across infinite universes. It really must be freeing, in a sense, from having to worry about continuity. Just like, nah, I don't want that Majil character here. He doesn't exist in this timeline. We don't need to explain why he's not here. Don't worry. Everything is okay. We will overcome whatever woes may occur, that's for certain. Later, when you're all grown up, I'll come visit you and we'll talk over tea. I look forward to that day. Well, anyway, kid, till we meet again. Forever and ever your friend, no matter which timeline it is. Yours sincerely, Luca Ashtier. The game held off very, very, very far into the plot before admitting the it kept to the other world gimmick. The idea that there were two worlds for a very, very long time. I never believed it. I knew we were talking about endless timelines. But they really, they waited right up until you were in the Fate facility. P.S. Cut out the tomboy act. Believe me, you'll become a beautiful young lady one day, or my name isn't Luca the Great. Oh, come on, Luca. Kid can be a tomboy and beautiful. Ask Serge. Sorry, but I'd like to be alone for a while. Yep, they're like, yeah, that was heavy. I can't believe you, sus. You're the one who always laughed about how there's nothing definite, or certain in this world. Sus. Rainbow Shell. A weaker man than I would say, fuck it, I'll just Google, it'll be my one spoiler, I'll find out where the hammer is and get it done. But I will just nobly accept that I will never experience the hammer. Okay. What the hell? 8:11. Atlantic Daylight Time, at least. Oh yeah, to finish that thought. Yeah, really early in the pandemic especially, my biggest fear was just accidentally, killing my parents. My parents aren't even that old, but still, you don't want to accidentally kill your parents with some illness. That's okay. I've let it go. I think I'll be okay. Alright, let's start with the assumption that getting to the floating tower somehow involves the dragon tears and the shrine. Even though I don't have a theory of why that might be the case. It's worth checking. Oh, you know what? I got the 2 stone helmets, and yet I'm actually also pretty happy with the stuff I have equipped. Yep. Serge received the Chrono Cross. Hey, that's the name of the game. What is it? Is it a key item? Yes. The ultimate long-lost element of the 7th color attribute. Okay. Oh, the guy who was standing outside the cave left. Excuse me, gentlemen, do you have any thoughts on the explosive evidence? You know, of more elements. A 7th element. Okay. Without hesitation. I'm gonna zip over. Is this the timeline where we can still visit Fort Dragonia? No. It's not. Okay. So I'm wondering if having the Chrono Cross and going to that shrine room might do something. Before I even try to investigate. Or we can't just press A here. We can't just use the Chrono Cross here. That's fair. Okay. But will the Chrono Cross do something in Fort Dragonia? Before even investigating anything, like trying to find actual information. I'm just gonna check. Serge's bangs just all go up and then boom, time to skip the scene. Once we see that beautiful smooth forehead of his, unaffected by time. Serge doesn't need to achieve perfect relaxation to have a smooth looking forehead. Not sure this will be anything, but it could be. Okay, we head up. Well, the really good news is that I feel very, very confident that we're finishing this next week, which is great because I absolutely need to recover my Wednesday evenings. Oh, last time I went down here, I said This is the last time I'll ever get to see this cool animation. Not knowing I was going to come check again when I had some 7th element. Whoever heard of a 7th element? I mean, how could I have anticipated? Besides the, explicit hints that there was a 7th element. Interesting little integration of full motion and the actual game graphics. At least I think that's what was happening there. Okay. Well, I'm gonna find out quick if this was anything. I hope it was. Excuse me, middle thing. Would you like to host the Chrono Cross? No. Oh well. Would have been cool. Okay. Well. Got work to do. Yeah, those are the 6 regular dragons whose blessings I received, except it turned out they were tricking me. I was really accepting their curses, in a sense. As I unwittingly stumbled into reviving them so they could take their revenge on the everything. As far as Squaresoft JRPG endgame true villain reveals go, one of the more sensible. It's not like Final Fantasy IV. You beat Zemus, and then he's like, "Surprise! I was Zeromus all along." Like, okay, I'll kill Zeromus too. But what is the significance of that? I think Final Fantasy IX might be even worse for that. You beat the actual enemy of the plot in a boss fight, and then it's just like, oh, also there is a giant thing. The true form. The significance of it never explained. That I recall. Although the real kicker for me at the end of Final Fantasy IX was that my copy of Final Fantasy IX came with a small scratch on the 3rd disc that it turned out had no impact on how the game could run, except it prevented the loading of the ending full motion video. Yeah, super hard. And me and my buddy, who played through Final Fantasy IX entirely, 2-player, beat it. And then the thing just locked. So I had to rent a game I already owned and then fight that goddamn hard boss fight again. In order to find out, to see the ending. Still a great game. I haven't gone back to it since it was a new game. But at the time, and in my memories, it was my favorite of the PlayStation era Final Fantasies. Okay. Can never hurt to just go back and... Yeah. That's how we lived back then. Waffle syrup. We had to, you had to earn the ending. Actually, you didn't literally have to earn the ending videos, but the thing that we could have done, which was, there was a software app that would rip FMVs off of your PlayStation discs if you put them in your CD drive on your computer, and then you could watch them as, like, shitty MP4 files. Not MP4. I probably MPEGs. But that wouldn't have worked with the scratch preventing access to that particular part of the disc, I don't think. I'm so glad I do not want you to experience the pain of losing someone very dear. Well, Radius, that's a real sweet notion. But very few of us, I don't think. Oh, jeez, we should talk to the sage. Hawk around, baby. Won't be growing any vegetation here. Wait a minute. It's probably too late if this was ever a thing. On account of the... Okay. Oh, wait. No. Can't use the ice gun. Wait. Oh, we don't get the ground hot message this time? Anyway. I don't think it would have been anything. But I suddenly thought, could I use the ice breath, cool the ground down? I don't know what it would do. Hello, Terra Tower. We're heading to Guldove. Guldove? Guldove? Ah, I've called it Guldove so far. So it's Guldove. It's not like they're just gonna suddenly be voice acting. It contradicts me and makes me look a fool. Regardless of population growth rates, sir, old customs fade away with time. Would you take a look at this? No? Nope. Okay. It was a nice thought. It is it's appropriate to my time spent with this wonderful game that this would happen one last time where I'm like, what do I do now though? How do I make the thing happen? And you know, I gotta wrap up soon, so I wasn't expecting to beat the game. So that leaves a thing. I imagine Terra Tower might be like a final dungeon, and then a cutscene, and then a boss. Which we should absolutely be able to get done next week. Put this whole thing to bed. Forever. Someone told me already. Yeah, that's another thing I will do. I will go back, and I have learned my lesson there. I wasn't willing at this point to change course and start taking notes like a responsible adult, but what's up here? Ex-Rodell groupie. Sigh, life sucks. Huh. I'm so frustrated. I want to go to that tower and kill everyone. Yeah, I will rewatch the video and probably... I've got a bad feeling about this. Let's just get it over with. You want to reiterate how? That's okay. It's okay, Franco. You don't need to solve all my problems for me. I'll figure something out. Probably not tonight. But soon. Hey, right here at the end of the game, and for the very first time I remember, before I go past that guy and down the stairs, that talking to that guy is the way off the island. Okay. Okay. Like, obviously the dragons aren't going to help, and most of the places are the dragons. Which Forbidden Island was this? Hey, it's Salt. This is really, truly my house. It's not like we were running or hiding from anything. This is like my house. I'm not sure it was a good idea to come here with these people. Well, at least they know how to make a quick getaway, so it saved me. It's not like we're in hiding. We're waiting for the right moment to shake and attack. Sure thing, pal. Okay. Well. Last thing I'll do here. Just gonna return to Viper Manor for a moment. And see if see who actually, hold on. Here at the end game, why don't we pop through some places? This is the Serge drown timeline, right? So they're all hiding from Serge's minions still. Okay, no fresh endgame experiences to be had here. No cool little last bits of dialogue, I don't think. Let's head up the way. I'm just curious if the old man in the library is still there. Catch up with him one last time. Is this the way to the library? I think it is. Doesn't seem like... Yeah, here he is. Doesn't seem like it should be high up enough to get that kind of ominous wind swirly sound here. I'm gonna save the world, man. Look at this Chrono cross I found. Great visual. But it's like, we went up one flight of stairs in this manner. Okay. Well, this was very productive. And also today was jam-packed with important plot reveals and weird stuff and including things that really kind of drive home, ways in which I can see how fans of Chrono Trigger, especially at the time, could have been left to feel defensive or like, you've retconned away the heroism of our characters. You've killed Luca in a terrible way. Is there a secret area here all along? No. Okay. I just put down a save, right? I know I did. And yet. Okay. Well, I think we got one more day of this, folks. Oh yes, please do, because this is something I would love to discuss more when I put the whole thing in my brain, in my mind, my heart. See how I feel. Yeah. Okay. She's coming to a head. This is exciting. Very exciting. Very productive day today. For the rest of the week, I'm not sure if Friday Night Forgotten Circles is going to happen this Friday. It's been, oddly enough, everyone but me has more going on the Fridays. Even though my term just, I've managed by being prepared and planned to in mid to late October, and still not at like hair on fire all the time mode, which is great. Imagine that. Imagine what could happen when you plan and prepare for a thing. Come the weekend, I was gonna start Live Alive on Saturday, and then I realized the Saturday next I will be out of town and not able to stream. Why start a new narrative game and then immediately disrupt the momentum? So this Saturday, a little more self-indulgence as I keep playing The Adventures of Lolo. Solving puzzles, pushing blocks, collecting heart framers, grabbing that gem from the chest, proceeding to the door or the stairs. Again and again and again and again and again, while the same song plays forever on a chipper, bouncy loop. Gotta do it. It's family cottage shut down for the winter time. And there's a hurricane, so we need all hands on deck to chop up fallen trees, and then so it's gonna be like a brutal. Normally the cottage shutdown is like a couple hours of manual labor and then like playing cards into the night and then going home in the morning. This is going to be many more hours. Enough hours of manual labor that my father has already said, I'll pick you up at 6. In the morning? In the morning, did you mean? Yeah, it's gonna be wild. So this weekend, Adventures of Lolo 2, and then possibly a little bit of 3. I don't know, I can't remember how many floors are in the tower in Lolo 2, and maybe I'll beat them, maybe I won't. That'd be cool. Sunday, Ultima 7, The Black Gate, which is very cool so far. Very shitty in a lot of the fundamental mechanics of an RPG, and yet very, very still great in the fundamental being in Britannia, talking to the Britannians and exploring the game. Going after them and saying, name, job? And as long as you keep that for me, I can live with bad combat and infuriating inventory management system and a ridiculous hunger system. Doesn't matter. I can do it. I can handle it. And then maybe on next Tuesday, me and my buddy Greg will finally be downtown Neketsu Special, Kunio's historic period drama. Who knows? And then next Wednesday, here we are. Put an end to our time with Chrono Cross. So if you stuck around to the end, thank you for sticking around to the end. Glad you're here. If you came and you left, you can't hear my voice, but I'm glad you stopped by. So thank you for that. Until the next time, that we're all in the same one of many timelines, not alternate worlds. They're timelines. We've confirmed that now. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to everyone.